Hey, peace, love, harmony, balance, and protection. What's happening, family? It's your man, Third's Eye View. Coming at you with another perspective, another angle, another way of looking at life other than the way that you've been programmed to see it. That just might be the cause of some of your heartaches, discontentments, and pain. Now, everything that I say might not necessarily agree with you, and the beautiful part about it doesn't have to. It's not mandatory. All I do is ask that you keep an open mind. It's been a while since I made a video, and so I've been having this particular subject matter that's been on my mind for a while, and I decided to go ahead and make a video. Well, let's just jump right into it. Do not, I repeat, do not think about becoming a vegan, a vegetarian, a fruitarian, or a raw foodist. Don't do it. Do not do it. You do not want to become, it is not what you think it is. It is not all that. It's not what you think it may be. Now, before I do make these claims, and I do have reasons, and from my personal experience, might piss some of y'all off, but it won't be the first time. It's not what you think. Now, if you're the type of person that now if your life is going comfortable, there's no need to disrupt your life because of a few do-gooders out there think because they're doing something and have these miraculous experiences and all of a sudden these health benefits and stuff. But if you're good but if you everything that you're doing is okay, if you're okay with going to your doctor and eating the foods that you're eating, you get your exercise on and things of that nature, and you take your medication and everything seems to balance out, more power to you. Stay on that path. If you're a lazy person, if you don't like to research, if you don't like to learn about how things really are, if you like to remain in denial about what you're eating, about what they're serving us as food, if you believe that everybody has your best interest in hand and people would not go out their way to give you anything that wasn't harmful because they put it in the stores for us. If you're that type of person, do not, I repeat, do not become a vegan, a vegetarian, a fruitarian, or a raw foodist. Don't do it. I'm going to save you the heartache and the pain right now. Don't even try it. Don't even try it. If you don't like to learn about health and what micronutrients and things are and how our body functions with nature and things like that, and just don't do it. Just don't do it. There's a lot of side effects to becoming a vegan or being vegetarian or fruitarian or raw food. Is a lot of side effects. Now, for me personally, I had a side effect. I had to stop taking my blood pressure medicine. Heartbreaker. Cholesterol dropped, blood pressure came down, skin cleared up, and I started, and not only that, I started thinking a little clearer. I wasn't as frustrated or angry all the time. I didn't have these outbursts as much as I used to, or I wasn't as depressed as I used to be. I wasn't as stressed. A lot of stuff subsided once I decided to embark upon this new lifestyle. For me, it's been about roughly almost 2 years since I began getting into this particular lifestyle, learning about the vegan, vegetarian, raw food. Learning about foods, learning this alternative, healthy way of living. Put it this way, we won't worry about all the titles. We'll just say this healthy way of living, because it is a way of life and it's a healthy way of life. When I first declared myself to becoming a vegetarian, notice I'm talking about the ignorance. I became a vegetarian, so what I did, I ate salad every damn day. And at that, it was the iceberg lettuce. Out of all lettuce to eat, I was eating iceberg lettuce. That is some concoction in the laboratory that grows in the wintertime in the ice, hence the name iceberg lettuce. It's acidic, it is just straight water. I didn't know anything about kale. I knew about spinach in the can. I didn't know anything about the benefits of it. I always heard the same mantra, eat your fruits and vegetables. But while they were telling me to eat my fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, they would put a pork chop on my plate at the same time and say, you need to clean your plate. You need to eat all your vegetables. No, I want another piece of meat. I want a bigger portion of chicken than that. I want a whole leg quarter. But I'm gonna eat my veggies and stuff like that, but as long as I can get that slab on there, or what have you. A lot of misinformation when it comes to, just in general as the public, as the masses, that we've been deceived about health. There have been plenty of studies and cases of how a plant-based diet, and notice I did say plant-based diet. And a plant-based diet does not necessarily belong to a vegan family or the vegetarian family. A plant-based diet, meaning if you had a food pyramid, the plant would be at the bottom of the pyramid, meaning that you consume the most of the plant-based diet, and then it goes up for your fruits, then your nuts and beans and stuff in nature like that. And on the very top, the tip top of the pyramid, you might have oils and meats and dairy. You know what I'm saying? It's real small, though. You can't really see it, though. For those of you who are getting into this, the best thing you need to do, my suggestion, I can only suggest what to do, is get information. Get as much information as possible and keep learning, because it is a educational process, straight up. Just because you learn about one thing, because I'll give you an instance, man. When I began doing it, I was eating like a lot of cashews, nuts, almonds, and a lot of avocados and things of that nature right there. And I kept wondering why the weight wasn't dropping like everybody else's testimony. And I realized that those foods are those nuts and avocados and stuff, and olive oil and stuff like that. Those do have fat. I mean, it's a good fat that they have, but you can't consume too much of it. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that I did that for about a year, not realizing that what I was doing, because I wasn't well informed enough about this particular new lifestyle. And then, like I said, I'm learning more and more as the day go on. Now, if you plan on doing this and you declare yourself, whatever label you want to call yourself, if you just happen to, if you claim today I'm gonna be a vegan today, you know what I'm saying, I'm eating all healthy, no animal products, and then that weekend come around and they order the Domino's and pizza with the extra sausage and pepperoni, and you take 2 slices and you started feeling guilty about yourself, and now you're like holding your head down because you feel like you're not worthy or you feel like a failure. Don't do that to yourself. It is a process. It is a slow process. It is a lifelong process. It's a learning process. Continue to gather all the information that you can. Then put it like this. You declaring yourself to become to this new lifestyle, that is just half of the equation. The other most important half of the equation, what I'm learning, is the information. Once you get enough of the right information, many of the things that you were doing before, once you get the true knowledge about it, you'll stop doing them. It'll start tapering off by themselves, probably unbeknownst to you. Because you'll start getting more information about what you're eating, and the things that you're eating is doing more harm than it is good, even if they are comfort foods that you've been doing all your life. And so I stopped trying to, I'm going to do it this way and this way only. I just continue to educate myself. Man, there are so many people on YouTube. There are so many books you can read. Yes, you might have to read books and not just sit and watch these YouTube videos. On this particular learning about how your body works and how food works, and then there's also a lot of information about the food that we're being served. You know what I'm saying? Our bodies can give a damn about what our taste buds like. Our bodies can care less about what we personally like. All our body wants to know is the food that you're putting into it, or whatever you're putting into the body. What kind of nutrients can it take from that in order to nurture your body? That's all our body care about. We are the ones who like food. Our body can care less. Our body likes the nutrients inside the foods, and that's one of the biggest things. So people talking about, doing that, how you getting your protein, how you getting your calcium? Man, according to the way you eating right now, you don't give a damn about calcium and being healthy and protein and nutrients and stuff like that. That's just another excuse to continue doing what we always been doing that we don't want to change and be in denial about. the information, as the information begins to download into you, and you start realizing and you start feeling different, you will be feeling different. Now, it may be a little difficult because when you're used to eating a certain amount, a certain way, eating a plant-based diet, you may, in your mind, you'll think that, man, I'm hungry. But you got to realize the foods that we're intaking now on the American diet, our bellies get full, but our bodies are starving because it's not getting the proper nutrients. It's getting a lot of calories and a lot of waste that is just filling up our bellies, and we have the sensation of feeling full, but just because our mind thinks the stomach is full, it means we're full, we're good, but our bodies are starving because it's not getting the proper nutrients. And that's when the disease and illnesses thing came in. I promise you, in the last 2 years, I have not had a sniffle or a cough. I haven't had a cold. I used to catch a cold every year religiously. And I've yet to have one in the last 2 years, not even a sniffle or anything. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I was doing this to the T. I was dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. I wasn't doing it like that. You know, at the time, in the beginning, man, I was sliding back off, jumping back on. But certain things that happened when I really stopped eating meat is, now I had been up and down and on and off the bandwagon from being a vegetarian. When I stopped eating meat, I was with my daughter. She wanted something from Zaxby's or something, some chicken fingers. I was like, man, I'm finna get me a 10-piece wing. It's been about 3 months. I haven't had any meat. I deserve to treat myself. Bad idea. Once your body has changed its chemistry and all that stuff is cleaned out and stuff like that, and you add that bullshit to it, I was sick as a dog for 2 days. I was praying to just go in there and remove all that stuff from my body. I'm flushing my body. I was sick as a dog. So that was my, that was pretty much it was educational for me. So I didn't beat myself up because I fell off the bandwagon. I learned a lesson by doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like the dairy products and stuff like that, those just automatically fell off of me because my body was disagreeing. Man, listen to your body. Your body will tell you. Do not ignore it because your mind believes that it wants something. But if it's hurting your body, you need to listen to your body and don't do those type of things. So any of y'all, man, that's on this particular path and y'all walking this path of healthy living, stay on it, man. It is beneficial. I mean, I've seen people lose weight. I've seen diabetes go. I've seen people fibromyalgia just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Over time, I've seen people who have agony, who have body aches and pains and stuff. I've seen it heal, and it's based not off this modern medicine. It was based off a plant-based diet. And a plant-based diet. For me, instance, I can't really tell you if I'm a vegetarian or a raw foodist or anything like that. Or a vegan, because I don't do the dairy, I don't do the meats. Probably the last 6-7 months ago, I stopped eating like fish and stuff altogether. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people won't be honest about it. So some people be dipping and dabbing, eating a little stuff, but when they come in public, like, no, oh man, you eating that stuff? Oh, how could you? Do you know stuff like that? Remember, this is a process. So I was dipping and dabbing over the time, but then it comes to a point like I don't have to dip and dab anymore because I know how to have that desire for it anymore. Because I'm getting the results and I understand where I need to be. So don't beat up on yourself. Do not try to go hardcore militant if you cannot do it. Just do it at a pace that you can do it and continue to get the information, because as you get the information, that stuff will begin falling off of you. And man, I'm telling you, the benefits outweigh it. Doctors are going broke. Only time I even go to the doctor, I tell them to do a blood test on me, so they can tell me what's going on with my body, and they tell me, well, this is high, or your kidneys is reading this and that. I just need their information, their diagnosis, and I can come home and fix it. Because it can be healed, you can be fixed. All right. So once again, as a recap, if you're lazy, if you like your doctor and your medications, and if you just can't give up the foods that you just loved all your life and you're eating, and you don't care about the consequences of it, do not, I repeat, do not become a vegan, a vegetarian, a fruitarian, or a raw foodist. It will drive you crazy. Peace, family. Love y'all.